y'all, welcome to Hip-Hop DVD Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about the obscure but really good fucking drama film, The War at Home. The War at Home is a really good movie from the mid-90s, did not get a big release, a lot of people don't know about it and shit. It's a drama about a young man coming home from Vietnam and not be able to get along with his family and shit, having problems with post-traumatic stress disorder and shit. The movie was actually based on a stage play, and when you watch the movie it does seem kind of play like a lot of it happens in the family house. But it's directed by Emilio Estevez, starring Emilio Estevez. Martin Sheen plays his father. Kathy Bates plays his mother. Kimberly Williams plays his sister. What it's about is this young man, Jeremy, coming home from Vietnam and shit. Nobody really knowing all the traumatic shit he went through, but people kind of want to leave the Vietnam War behind, so like they don't want to talk about it and shit. He's really upset because, you know, he got drafted and he feels like, you know, his dad made him, pushed him to go to the war and shit. He kind of wanted to run away and go to Canada, but his dad wouldn't let him because his dad didn't want him to disgrace the family name and shit. So there's a lot of resentment in there. He's trying to deal with that. Same time, he's got some serious flashbacks going on. The movie's really well done. Emilio Estevez did a great job. Like, there's scenes where the camera pans around, like he'll be in the backyard, zoning out, going a little crazy and shit. The camera pans around. Next thing you know, he's back in Vietnam and shit. Shit blowing up. He's seen his buddies die again over and over. He fucking, you know, so traumatized and shit. Meanwhile, his family, just typical kind of bullshit family, likes to make small talk, never likes to get into too deep of issues. So, like, their son is really suffering, and they think just fucking kind of just turning a blind eye will, like, let things go away. He's trying to fucking get his life back. He goes back to college and shit. Tries to get back with his old girlfriend, Carla Gugino, but turns out while he was in the war, she moved on. She's living with some other guy and shit, so that goes nowhere. You know, eventually fucking school, you know, he gets tired of it. You know, the family problems. It all kind of comes to a head. There's Thanksgiving where everybody wants to dress up as traditional, you know, whatever religious family. They want to dress up all nice Thanksgiving. He wants to wear his fucking war fatigues, like remind motherfuckers like, hey, I went to this war and shit, and nobody cares about what happened to me. Martin Sheen's going nuts and shit. Doesn't want him to fucking, you know, embarrass the family wearing war fatigues and shit to the dinner table, whatever. Sounds like a small thing, but when you see in the context of the movie, you realize it's a big dividing thing amongst his family. So he runs out of the house. He's going crazy in the fucking, there's like a little playground, I guess, next door. He's going crazy there. Martin Sheen, he's on edge and shit because he doesn't know how to make things right with his son, but he actually does love his son. And I gotta say, that's why this movie's so good, man. You got Martin Sheen, Emilio Estevez, real life father and son. And I gotta say, man, like, I really don't think just two random actors playing this father and son role could, you know, really do it. Because it's interesting because, as a lot of people know, Emilio and Martin Sheen are very close even to this day. They got a great relationship. And I think you kind of need that father-son relationship in real life to be able to play this dysfunctional thing on screen. Like there are some motherfuckers like Jaden Smith, Will Smith acting movies together, but I mean, they're like horrible actors, so it, you know, it really doesn't add anything. But in this case, the Estevez's, man, they really bring the shit out. I mean, the scenes where they're screaming each other face, shit seems so real. I mean, I love it, man. Like, that's really the reason to watch this movie. I don't want to give too much away because it does come up, you know, the end is a big fucking climax. The tensions with the family and shit blow over. Things get really fucking, you know, explosive shit. Emilio, with all his traumatic shit going on, he starts to get violent. He starts doing some fucked up shit. I ain't gonna ruin the movie for you, but you really gotta see it just to see the great acting and emotion of the family. Kathy Bates is great as the fucking mom too. I gotta give her credit. Movie's just a great tribute to the Vietnam vets. Emilio Estevez, man, I really miss him. I miss him as an actor. I miss him as a writer and director. He directed a handful of really good movies. He's still directing good movies, but he's not acting a whole lot. And I gotta say, you know, me being a big fan, this being kind of his last major dramatic role, fucking great. That's why I gotta have this movie, gotta watch it every couple years. Wish more people had seen this movie and shit. Basically what happened, and Charlie Sheen was real vocal about it and shit. Basically what happened was Emilio wanted to make this movie with, you know, and Disney was gonna finance it, but he signed a deal where he said, I'll be in a couple Mighty Duck sequels if you finance my movie. They did. And then fucking they just reneged on the deal. He made his movie, he made the Mighty Ducks movies, and then his movie did shit and let it go to hell. Charlie Sheen was real pissed about it for a couple years. He had a great quote about saying how Disney fucked his brother, they got their ducks worth and all this shit. Fucking, so, you know, it's sad that the behind the scenes corporate Disney being sellout dumb motherfuckers, because I really think this movie kind of come out, maybe been fucking Oscar nominated or something, you know, it's really kind of that caliber good. So I can't recommend enough for just a great drama and shit. Fucking great actors, great writing, you know, really cool. War at Home, I'm going to go ahead and give it 8 out of 10. Just very powerful, fucking good movie. Alright, picture and sound, this being a little whatever, Mill Creek release. You know, of course Disney wasn't going to put it out directly. They don't give a fuck. They're too busy releasing fake fucking Wizard of Oz movies with Sam Raimi and shit. So they don't care about these great dramas they got in the past, you know, their catalog. So they just license this out to Mill Creek or whatever. Mill Creek took what they got, shitted out. So the picture, actually the picture's not bad. It's some fucking, you know, widescreen shit. It's nice. There is some speckles and shit, some black speckles, some white speckles that pop up from time to time. But honestly, not too much to, you know, distract you from the movie. The movie looks pretty good. Looks really film-like. The Vietnam sequences are shot very like reddish and orangish hues. The color comes through nice, but it ain't eye-poppy or nothing. The only really bad thing is the audio is 2.0 and shit. Because with the Vietnam scenes, man, there's explosion shit. I really would have loved to have some surround sound, but budget release, whatever. So for the picture being pretty well done, but the audio being kind of lackluster, unfortunately, I can only give it on picture and sound 6.5 out of 10. Special features, this being a movie that nobody cared about, whatever. I don't even know if there was special features. I originally saw this movie back on VHS back in the day, rented it because I'm an Emilio fan. I was like, oh, never heard this, picked it off the shelf. Fucking great, blew me away. But, you know, I guess because nobody ever cared about it, no special features, shit to bed, sorry. Not even a trailer, nothing, no special features. Special features, 0 out of 10. So that's it for The War at Home. Fucking, you know, kind of lackluster disc and shit, but it's better than any DVD or VHS version that's ever put out of it before. So, you know, you gotta fucking get it for that. I picked this up, you know, when it came out a year ago, whatever, $5. I'm happy with my $5 purchase. But this is one of the movies you can pick up sometimes at a Dollar Tree and shit for $1. So, I mean, $5 is worth it. $1, you can't fucking beat it. If you want to see a good drama, fucking War at Home. I miss Emilio Estevez, man. I mean, I know he still directs and his movies are good, but I just miss seeing him on screen. Hell of a fucking actor. You know, I mean, Charlie Sheen's great and shit, but he's cracked out on shit. Martin Sheen, great, legendary actor. Emilio was the real fucking, you know, heir to the throne and shit. So it's great to see these two guys together in a movie. Fucking, if you're a Martin Sheen fan, Emilio Estevez fan, just a fan of Vietnam movies, great dramas, you gotta fucking see it.